San Francisco tonight.
So where are you guys playing in San Francisco tonight?
Slim's.
God, I haven't been to Slim's in years. I'm from the Bay Area.
It's a great club. You can feel the vibe in it.
So you guys got a little bit of time off for Christmas and everything. You feel pumped and recharged?
Yeah, 2 weeks off was just enough for me. And, yeah, last night was an amazing show. We're looking for some more of that in the same night tonight,
And then you guys are out with Suffocation right now?
Yeah, Suffocation, Goat Whore, and I Will Be Done.
Now, have you played with those guys before?
Played with I Will Be Done and played with Goat Whore, but never toured with Goat Whore. Never played or toured with Suffocation. So, great bands. We've been watching them for, last night.
Excellent.
And do more of the same, looking to try to get together with everybody on off dates and hang out as well.
Nice, get to know them. So,
yeah.
Now, I understand the January 19th show in Milwaukee is actually going to be webcast live.
Yeah, that's so cool, huh? Right, we're excited, man. It's going to be, it should be good.
Have you guys done a live cast like that before?
No, I guess they got 6 cameras and they're going to do it right, so that's a good thing. And we'll do our best to not fuck up.
You and I are basically the same age, and while I get winded running my mouth, you're simply vicious on stage. How do you maintain your shape and that energy?
I try to run when I'm home, and I got kids, so hang out, skateboard with them, and keep myself in shape, but really kind of watch what I eat, watch what I drink, watch how late I stay up. That whole gig is really kind of important. But it's something else up there, too, that kind of just takes over me. So if I got achy, painy days, by the time I get close to stage, all that kind of disappears.
It's just sort of like a tonic for all of it being up in front of the crowd.
Yeah, I live for the microphone, I say, what's best to play, big places or small places? I say, that shit, anywhere there's a microphone and a bottle of wine, I'm good.
So share one of your favorite road stories from the last year.
Favorite road stories of the last year. Here's a good one. We left Germany with our trailer attached, and about an hour later, maybe 2 hours later, someone said we don't have our trailer on. And at first you think, well, maybe somebody came back and unhitched it before we took off and we didn't notice. So we drove back the same way we came. We drove back, and everyone kind of poised up in the bus, looking, and after about an hour, here we see a trailer pulled over to the side of the road, and, its front wheels and the axles and the whole front tongue and everything was just crushed. But it had come to rest right on the side of the road and hit the only part that was curved for about 20 feet. Otherwise, it would have gone off into the woods. We would never see it again. And we would have never found it, actually. There's no way.
And you guys get into playing pranks on the other bands when you're on tour?
You got to kind of watch that. You don't know how people's reactions are going to be,
Right.
They had a good day or a bad day. But, for the most part, camaraderie is a big part of heavy metal. So anything that we can do to kind of alleviate the pain of the tour, if it gets to people, we try to do it, And if it's make it funny, then okay.
And DevilDriver is absolutely brutal live, and you won the hearts of your fans in the pits. Is there a live record or DVD in the near future?
We've been filming since day one of this band, so we have quite a lot of amount of footage and years and years and years in the making. I don't know many bands that don't put out a DVD. They start from the beginning of their career and still haven't put one out. So we're looking forward to putting one out. We don't know what we're going to do yet. It's going to be on, in conjunction with Roadrunner Records, or we're going to do it ourselves. We're not sure, but I know that it's not going to be your standard, hour-long DVD. It just can't. With all of the footage and everything that's been going on in this band's past, that it has to be something special. So we're looking forward to that. I've been talking about what we're going to do.
Now, Pray for Villains was one of last year's best albums. It was heavy and crushing. It simply killed. Were you pleased with the final product and the fan response to it?
Absolutely. Anytime you get accolades behind the art that you do, especially when you stretch your wings a little like we did on the last record, it's a great thing. So, I'm feeling fantastic about it at this point. We make music for ourselves, so when we make it for ourselves, it always seems to win the hearts of others. So we're really kind of staying to that formula and we do what we want to do. And that's really all that there is.
Now, you said not too long ago that you guys were originally going to tour Prey for 2 to 3 years, but now you'll be heading back into the studio again this year for the 5th album, the follow-up to Prey.
Right. Well, we decided that I don't think the fans should wait, longer than 2 years for a record. It's just, God, that's an awful long time. And I'd like to get it out every 18, 20 months because I do think 2 years is too long. So we had a window of opportunity. We looked at our touring, and we had a window in April, May, that we said to ourselves, well, we can either be off and just, away from each other and at home, or we're all, no more than an hour or a half hour away from each other at any given point. Would we want to go in the studio and write? And when we looked at the music that we had already recorded, 6 or 7 tunes now, we definitely, between our managers and us, said, oh, we're on the right track here. So we're looking for producers at this point and studios, and it looks like we're going to enter the studio April, May for I don't know if it's an October, November release or a January 2011, but either way, I really want to get the record out before 2 years' time. I think it's important.
So there is a chance we might see it this fall, otherwise it'll be about this time next year?
Yeah. I'd like to get it out this fall.
Now, you had mentioned this before, you guys really stretched yourselves directionally on the last album. Will the new album be more straightforward, aggressive, and go for the jugular, or do you see yourself stretching even farther?
Well, I mean, we've really opened our wings to the point of where we're flying. So we're, and I don't know about reeling it back in. So we're definitely gonna have a good time with it. We're gonna do it for ourselves and have a good time with it. As far as stretching more, I don't know at this point. The songs that I have heard are way faster BPM-wise and way more aggressive. So if that's any indication from what's going to happen, then yeah, sure, we're going to put it out there.
Do you guys already have an album title in mind?
We do. We know it, but I can't give up the ghost at this point.
Oh, gosh. You got to give me some tidbit nobody else has. How about...
I wish. I can't. I wish. We kind of made we're not even telling people that are close to us, Only because it's probably the first title that I've ever said in my life, my career with these guys, I should say, that everybody immediately went, oh, that's it. Usually you tag them all up on the board and you talk about them daily. You figure out which one's going to work, but this one seemed to stick with people. So.
Are you able to? I know you guys already have 6 or 7 songs pretty much done. Any song titles you can reveal?
Let me think here. No.
Not yet, huh?
No, I mean, it's all working. I mean, the titles, they actually come later.
Right.
Once the song is completely written, it's not like I start writing the song, like this is going to be called, The Morning, and then I start writing it. I write the song, and I go back into a lyric and go, well, I'm obviously saying this a bunch of times in the verse or a bunch of times in the chorus, and I give it the title, but I never start with the title first.
So that's sort of one of the last things you do.